One family's heartbreak is fueling their call for people to put down their phones while they're driving. The CDC estimates that about 9 people die every day in the U.S. due to distracted driving crashes.
Now, the American Medical Association is joining safety advocates to call for tougher laws banning handheld cell phone use in all 50 states. Kris van Cleave is in Washington with this very important story.
The latest research shows about a third of drivers say their biggest driving distraction is texting, and it appears to be getting worse. Drivers were 57% more likely to be doing something on their phones than they were just 4 years earlier. And when you do that, of course, you take your eyes off the road. Looking away for just 2 seconds can double your risk of a crash. You can travel the distance of up to a football field in that time. For the Weaver family, that was all it took to change their lives forever.
A Texas-sized silence. The sound of heartbreak, of loss, haunts Patrick and Elena Weaver.
If you had been here a year ago, it was just a buzz of activity. Jonathan's friends, they were always over here. Now we pull up and it's dark. There's nobody here. It's almost unbearable.
9 months ago, they lost their only son, 18-year-old Jonathan, in a horrific, distracted driving crash that killed 3.
No survivors.
A police body camera shows what was left of the truck Jonathan was driving after it was hit head-on by a pickup owned by Energy Transfer Partners. According to the accident report, police believe its driver, James Darling, may have been distracted by a porn video on his phone when he swerved into oncoming traffic. He hit Weaver with so much force, the teen's truck was compressed by almost 6 feet.
He had a cell phone in his hand and there was porn on it.
That police report says after the crash last April, paramedics found Darling's phone still playing the X-rated movie.
I'm not an angry person by nature, and as time goes on, I'm definitely dealing with anger over that. Because again, to me, it's so senseless. Watching porn, cell phone use. He killed my son.
Weaver, a high school champion calf roper, was set to start college on a rodeo scholarship.
For a dad, I'm supposed to protect my son, and I couldn't help him. Neither one of us could help my son.
It's one of the most extreme, egregious cases of distracting driving.
The Weavers just filed a new lawsuit they hope is a wake-up call to corporate America about distracted driving. Lawyer Chip Brooker.
Energy Transfer is a billion-dollar company that has the resources to monitor and detect this sort of conduct with their drivers.
Distracted driving was blamed for nearly 3,000 deaths in 2018. An October survey found 48% of drivers admitted to reading a text. Roughly 1 in 4 said they update social media, take pictures, or video while driving. 48 states and the District of Columbia have banned texting and driving, but only 21 states plus D.C. prohibit drivers from holding their cell phones. The American Medical Association is now calling for all states to adopt similar laws.
Let's get the phones out of all these people's hands, because all of them are capable of hurting someone.
After losing a colleague to a distracted driving accident, Dr. Charles Wilmer helped pass Georgia's handheld phone ban in 2018 and watched driving deaths drop for the first time in a decade.
We had a steadily increasing mortality rate, distracted driving problem, and it looked like it was uncorrectable. When we passed this law, we had a 2.25% reduction in fatalities the first year, and in 2019, it looks like a 4% reduction in mortality.
For the Weavers, the house once filled with so much life doesn't feel much like a home anymore. Empty without Jonathan, a life lost to a crash that was entirely preventable.
Please put your phones down. Your life and the other people's lives are valuable. They have family who value those people. Put the phones away. It can wait.
The Weavers say it was that message to put down the phone that inspired them to share their pain. Now, Energy Transfer Partners, the pipeline company that owned that other truck, tells CBS News in a statement, "Our hearts go out to all those impacted by this tragic accident. However, accident reconstruction analysis suggests that our employee was not at fault. Beyond that, we decline to further discuss specific personnel or pending litigation." Anne Marie and Vlad.
Such a sad story. Kris, thank you very much.